everyone, Scooter007 here, bringing you another exciting game in the 2008 replay with Inside Pitch. In today's game, we have the 0-4 Kansas City Royals taking on the 1-4 Minnesota Twins. And here is the starting lineup for the Kansas City Royals. Leading off, the center fielder, Joey Garthwaite. Batting second, the second baseman, Mark Gunzelek. Batting third, the left fielder, Mark Tejan. Batting fourth in the cleanup position, Jose Guillen, the right fielder. Batting fifth, the designated hitter, Billy Butler. Batting sixth, the third baseman, Alex Gordon. Batting seventh, the catcher, Miguel Ovio. Batting eighth, the first baseman, Ross Gilode. And batting ninth, the shortstop, Alberto Calypso. On the mound for the Twins, it is Livan Hernandez. Hernandez coming into this game with an ERA of 3.0. No wins, one loss, ERA 3.0, 6 innings pitched, allowed 8 hits, 3 strikeouts, and 2 walks. The Metrodome gives a -1 to strikes and a -4 to walks. And with that, Joey Garthwaite steps up into the batter's box. And we are ready to start. Joey Garthwaite batting at 200. Here's the pitch. 1-2 range play. And that's going to be 1-4, double star 5. That's going to go back to Gomez. Gomez's range is on a 1-4. That's a 5. And that got by him, and Joey Garthwaite is on with a single. So Joey Garthwaite leads off with a single. That's going to bring up Mark Gunzelek. In for going to double play depth. Mark batting a 231. Here's the pitch. Strategy roll is a 10. 4-3 strikeout. That's a 6. The 9 too high. 6-6 ground ball to Tolbert. And that is a double play. Tolbert gets it, tosses over to Everett, touches the bag, throws it over to Monroe for the double play. 4-6-3 double play. Next up, it's going to be Mark Tejan. Tejan is batting a 231. Here's the pitch. 3-3, and that is a single. And Tejan is on with a single. And that is going to bring up Jose Guillen. Guillen batting a 143. Strategy rolls a 15. Here's the pitch. And that is going to be a 2-2. 2-2 is a strikeout. That's a 9. That's a 2. Struck him out. Struck him out, and the Royals leave one stranded, no runs, 2 hits, no errors. We go to the bottom of the first, and here is the starting lineup for the Minnesota Twins. Leading off, the center fielder, Carlos Gomez. Batting second, the second baseman, Matt Tolbert. Batting third, the catcher, Joe Manor. Batting fourth in the cleanup position, the first baseman, Justin Monroe. Batting fifth, the left fielder, Damon Young. Batting sixth, the right fielder, Jason Kubel. Batting seventh, the designated hitter, Craig Monroe. Batting eighth, the third baseman, Mike Lamb. And batting ninth, the shortstop, Adam Everett. On the mound for the Royals, it is Gil Matchie. Matchie coming in this game also with a 9.0 ERA. Also has one loss. ERA 9.0, 5 innings pitched, allowed 9 hits, 5 strikeouts, and 3 walks. Carlos Gomez batting a 182. Here's the pitch. Excuse me, 1-1 strikeout. That's a 14. That's an 11. Struck him out. Matt Talbot. Talbot, first time we're seeing him in this replay. Here's the pitch. And that is going to be 4-4. 4-4 is a walk. That is a 3, the 18, way out of range. 4-3, ground ball to first. Out number 1. Out number 2, actually, that's going to bring up Joe Manor. Manor batting a 200. Here's the pitch. And that is going to be 4-2. 4-2 is a strike. That's a 4. The 15 is too high. 3-2, and that's going to be a question mark 8. Power hit to Garthwaite. On a 9, that's a triple. And that's a triple for Joey Manor. Puts a runner in scoring position for the Twins as Justin Monroe comes up, the cleanup batter. And Justin batting a 389. Strategy roll is a 6. Infield at normal depth. Here's the pitch. And that is going to be a 4-5. That is a strikeout. That's a strike. That's a 7. The 18 is too high. So that is going to be a 4-2. Ground ball to second. And that retires the side. No runs, 1 hit, no errors, and 1 left on for the Twins. We go to the bottom of the set after 1. Score tied at 0. We go to the top of the second. It's Billy, Alex, and Miguel due up for the Royals. Billy Butler batting a 267. Here's the pitch. And that is going to be 2-1. 2-1's a strike. That's a 7. The 15 is too high. And that is going to be a 5-3. Power hit to Gomez. On a 16, that is a fly ball out. Had to go all the way back to the wall for that play to make that out. So 1 away, and that's going to bring up Alex Gordon. Alex Gordon, first time we're seeing him in this replay. Here's the pitch. And that is going to be 6-1. 6-1 is a blank. 6-1, fly ball to Young. And that is out number 2. And that's going to bring up Miguel. First time we're seeing Miguel in this replay. 4-2, possible error. And that's going to be 1-1, fly ball to Young. 19, error rating is on a 1 through 6. That's a 19, no error there. And the Twins retire them in order. 3 up, 3 down, no runs, no hits, no errors. We go to the bottom of the second. It's Damon Young, Jason Kubal, and Greg Monroe due up for the Twins. Here's the pitch to Young. Young batting a 286. And that is going to be a 1-2. 1-2, home run. That's a 5. That's a 1. And that ball is out of here. Solo home run for Damon Young. And the crowd here at the Metrodome goes crazy. Solo home run for Damon Young, putting the Twins on the board. And that's going to bring up Jason Kubel. Kubel batting a 100. Here's the pitch. 2-6, wild pitch. Nope, foul ball. Roll those bones again. 2-2, walk plus. We're going to add 6. That's a 15. That's an 8. And they walk Kubel. And next up, Craig Monroe. Monroe batting a 250. Here's the pitch. Infield at normal depth. 2-3. Home run chance on a 1-8. The 16 is too high. That is going to be 3-4. Fly ball to Tihan for out number 2. Out number 1, sorry. Out number 1, infield going to double play depth, and that's going to bring up Mike Lamb. Lamb batting a 200. Strategy roll 4. Here's the pitch. 2-6, and that's a wild pitch on a 2. He's going to move up 90 feet. And that is just a bit outside. All right, here's the pitch to Lamb. And that's going to be 4-2. 4-2, pop up to short to Calypso. Two away, and that's going to bring up Adam Everett. Everett batting a 231. Here's the pitch. And that's going to be 5-3. That's a strike. That's a 5. That's a 4. Struck him out. So one run. So 1 run, 1 hit, and 1 error, and no errors. After 2, it's Minnesota 1, Kansas City nothing. We go to the top of the 3rd. It's going to be Ross, Alberto, and Joey due up for the Royals. Here's the pitch to Ross. Ross, 3-4. That's going to be a walk. That's a 2. The 19 is too high. 5-5. Ground ball to first. And there is out number 1, Alberto Calypso. First time we're seeing him in this replay. Here's the pitch to Alberto. 4-2, possible error. 6-5, double star 1, ground ball to Everett. Everett's error range is in a 1-8. That's a 15, no error there. And that is out number 2. Joey Garthright up now. Garthright batting a 2 is 1 for 1 on the day as we go to the top of the order. Here's the pitch. 6-6, that's a blank. 1-4, double star 5, fly ball out there to Gomez. No, and that retires the side, so the Royals get retired in order. No runs, no hits, no errors. We go to the bottom of the 3rd. It's going to be Carlos Gomez, Matt Toblet, and Joey Manor due up. So Gil's going to face the top of the order. Here's the pitch to Carlos Gomez. Is 0 for 1. Struck out his last time up. 3-1. Strikeout. 14-19 is too high. 6-1, and that's going to be a ground ball to the shortstop to Calypso for out number 1. Matt Toblet up. Toblet is 0 for 1. Here's the pitch. 3-3, strikeout 9. That's a 10. The 10 too high. 3-2, ground ball to second for out number 2. And that is going to bring up Joey Manor. Manor is at 1-for-1. Hit a triple his last time up. Here's the pitch. And that is going to be 5-3. 5-3 is a strike. That's a 4. The 1 in range struck him out. So 3 up and 3 down for the Twins, as the Royals retire them in order. No runs, no hits, no errors. After 3, it's Minnesota 1, Kansas City nothing. We go to the top of the 4th. It's Mark, and Jose due up for the Royals. Here's the pitch to Mark. Mark is 0-for-1 on the day. That is a 3-3. That is a single. And Mark leads off with a single. The other Mark comes up. Now he's 1-for-1 as well, in for coming to double play depth. Strategy rolls a 16. Here's the pitch. And that is 1-2. Range play. 5-3. Line drive to second. Tolbert's range is on a 1-2. That's a 4. All right, let's see. Does Mark have enough to advance? Mark's base running rating is a 3. He advances to third on a 3 through 6, and he'll go to third. So Mark gets the extra base. And with that, the Royals now have runners on the corners as Jose Guillen comes up. Guillen is 0-for-1, struck out his last time up at bat. Infield still at double play depth. Strategy roll 10. Here's the pitch. And that is going to be 5-4. 5-4 range play. 6-4. Single to Young. Fly ball out there to Young. Young's range is a 1-3. That is a 3. And that is a failed sacrifice roll. But it's a 6. The lead runner thrown out. So they get him out at home. And Teahen. Let's see. Lead runner thrown out, but if the trailing runner's BR is greater than or equal to the throw, he advances. No, Teahen stays at first. Young taking it, gunning it to Manor, and it got him out at the plate, and the umpire calls him out on that one. Billy Butler up. Butler 0-for-1 on the day. Strategy roll is a 6. Here's the pitch. And that is going to be 6-4. 6-4 is a blank. And that is going to be a 5-6. That's a double star 3. Fly ball out there to Gomez. Out number 3. As the Royals leave 1 stranded. No runs, 2 hits, no errors. We go to the bottom of the 4th. It's Justin Dalman and Jason due up for the Twins. Justin Monroe 0-for-1. Here's the pitch. 5-6. That's a strikeout. 7. 7 in range. Struck him out. Damon Young 1-for-1. Hit the leadoff with a home run. Here's the pitch. And that is going to be 5-2. 5-2 range play. We're going to go to the Metrodome for this play. And that is going to be 5-3. Pop up back to the pit to the catcher. Out number 2. Here's Jason Kubel. Kubel walked his last time up. The pitch. 5-1 blank. 5-1 fly ball to Tihan. And that retires the side. No runs, no hits, no errors. As the Royals retire the Twins in order, 3 up, 3 down. After 4, it's Minnesota 1. Kansas City yet to score. We go to the top of the 5th. It's Alex, Miguel, and Ross due up for the Royals. Alex scoring 0 for 1. Here's the pitch. 3-1. Wild pitch. We're going to re-roll those bones. And that's going to be 2-5. 2-5 is a question mark. Single on a 1-6. 7 too high. And that is going to be 4-3. And that is a single to Young. And Alex Gordon leads off with a single. All right, pickoff attempt. We have a 20. Here's the pickoff attempt. That is a 19. Does not happen. Infield going to double play depth. As Miguel Ovio comes up, he's 0 for 1. And that's going to be 2-4. Strikeout 16. That's a 5. Struck him out. All right, we have a sacrifice play coming up. And the infield's going to come in for this play. Here's the pitch. Infield in, 4-2. Possible error. Fouled off. Will the batter redo the attempt? And no, it's just going to be a regular at-bat. So that's going to be 2-3. Fly ball to Everett. Everett's error rating is on a 1-8. That's a 3. That is an error. And that is a one-base error as he boots the ball. So Alex Gordon will stay at second. Will go to second and hold. Ross Giloud is on. And the Royals now have runners on first and second. That's going to bring up Albert Calypso. So that is going to bring up Albert. Albert is 0 for 1 on the day. Strategy rolls a 4. Here's the pitch. 3-1. Wild pitch. That's a 6 outside of the range. Nothing wild about that pitch. 1-2 single to third. And that loads the bases as we go to the top of the order. Here's Joey Garthwaite. All right, Joey Garthwaite, 1 for 2 on the day. Strategy rolls an 11. Infield at normal depth. 5-1 blank. 1-1 single to second. And that will score Ross as well. Ross will go home on a 2-6. He has a 2. And with that, the Royals take a 1-run lead. Albert getting the hold sign to stay at second. And that is going to bring up Mark. Mark is 1 for 2 on the day. Strategy roll 15. Infield at double play depth. Here's the pitch. 1-4. Home run. That's a 5. The 7 is too high. 4-3, and that is a single to Kubel. So Albert on second at home, that's a +1. That's a 4. If row is less than or equal to, that's a 2. That is a 4. And Albert will go home. Joey will advance to third. And just like that, the Royals have a 2-run lead. That's going to bring up Mark Tehan. All right, here's the pitch to Tehan. 1 out, runners on the corners. 2-3, home run. That's a 9. That's a 3. And kaboom! That ball is high. That ball is going back to the wall. And all they can do is just watch that ball go out of here. 3-run home run for Mark Tehan. And that clears the bases. And the Kansas City Royals now have a 5-run lead over the Twins. Still 1 out in the inning, and that's going to bring up Jose Guillen. Here's the pitch to Jose. And that is going to be 4-1. 4-1 is a strike. That's a 9. The 12 is too high. 2-5. That is a double past Young. The Twins manager, they're going to go out and talk to him. The pitching coach goes out as well. They're going to go talk to him on the mound. Meanwhile, the call to the bullpen has been made to warm up the bullpen. So they're not sure yet what's going to go on here. We are in the 5th inning. And next up is Billy Butler. It says he wants to at least try to finish the inning, but the pitching coach says if he gets one more batter on, they're going to make the pull. All right, Billy Butler, 0 for 2. Here's the pitch. He can face 4 more batters, but his pull rating is down to 0. 4-1, that's a strike. 7 to 14 is too high. 4-2, fly ball to Gomez. And Jose gets the hold sign. 2 outs, runner on second. That's going to bring up Alex Gordon. All right, Alex Gordon, 1 for 2 on the day. Here's the pitch. 4-3, that's a strike. 12 to 15, too high. 3-5, and that's a line drive to second. And that retires the side. And no, we're good with that. So 6 runs on 6 hits and 1 error. They leave 1 stranded. Go to the bottom of the 5th. That's going to be Craig, Mike, and Adam do up the 7, 8, and 9 spot here. And Gil can face 11 more batters before he's tired. So here's the pitch to Craig. Craig is 0 for 1 on the day. The pitch. 1-3, blank. 6-2, fly ball to Garthright. And that's out number 1. Mike Lamb, 0 for 1 on the day. Here's the pitch. And that is going to be 4-2. That's going to be a strike. 6-18, too high. 6-6, double star 1. That's a fly ball out there to Tehan. Out number 2. 2 away. Adam Everett now up. Everett 0 for 1 on the day with a strikeout. Here's the pitch. And that's going to be 4-5. That's a strikeout. 5, 16, 16 too high. 4-4 ground ball to third for out number. For out number 3. That retires the side. No runs, no hits, no errors. After 5, it's Kansas City 6, Minnesota 1. We go to the top of the 6. It's going to be Miguel, Ross, and Alberto due up for the Royals. Hernandez can face 2 more batters, and they are going to pull him. They're going to pull Hernandez. So they are going to bring in, we have a left-right switch due up. They are going to bring in Juan Raincorn to take over in this half of the inning. Raincorn comes in the game with an ERA of 26.47. Has 2 losses. He's pitched 1 2/3 of an inning, allowed 5 hits, 1 strikeout, no walks. 2 losses on him. Here's the pitch to Miguel. And that's going to be 2-1. That's going to be a blank. And that's going to be 4-6. That's going to be a pop-up to Lamb. And Lamb makes the catch on that. That's going to bring up Ross Jalon, who's 0 for 2 on the day with a run scored. 4-5. Wild pitch. We're going to re-roll those bones. And that is going to be 5-4 at the ballpark. We're going to go to the Metrodome for this play. 5-1. Double star 5. Ground ball to short to Everett. And that's out number 2. Next up is Albert Calypso, who's 1 for 2 with a run scored. Here's the pitch to Calypso. 6-1, wild pitch. We're going to re-roll. And that is 2-5. That's the other wild pitch. Oh, wait. 2-1. There we go. Walk plus 17. That's a 1, and they walk Alberto. So after 2 wild pitches, they walk Alberto. We go to the top of the order. Here's Joey Garthwaite, who's 2 for 3 on the day with a run and 2 ribbies. Runner on first and for at normal depth. 5-6. Possible error on a throw. 3-4 ground ball back to the pitcher. No error there. Raincorn's error rating is a 0. That's a 19. No error there. So, makes the out. No runs, no hits, no errors. We go to the bottom of the 6th as the Twins retire the Royals in order. No runs, no hits, no errors. Bottom of the 6th, it's going to be Carlos, Matt, and Joe due up for the Twins. Here's the pitch to Carlos. Carlos is 0 for 2 on the day. And that's going to be 5-2 at the ballpark. We're going to go to the Metrodome to check this play. 1-2, 2-1. And that's a single past the shortstop. So that's a single. And Gomez leads off with a single. And here's Matt Tolbert. Tolbert is 0 for 2 on the day. The pitch. 1-5 possible error on a ground ball. 1-2. That is a double. Error to Girthright. Girthright's error rating is a 1. The 16, no error there. Either way, Gomez is going to score. On that. But now we see, does Tolbert take that double and stretch it to a triple, or does he keep it as a double? We have a 1, so we're going to check the 3 here. And the lead runner advances. If row is less than or equal to the trailing runner's BR, the trailing runner advances. He takes that double and stretches it to a triple. And the Twins cut the lead down 2-4. Matt Tolbert in scoring position. Strategy rolls a 14. They're going to hold off on strategy. Here's Joey Manor. Manor is 1 for 2 on the day with a triple and a strikeout. That's going to be 4-6. That's going to be a strike 4. The 11 is too high. 5-1. Fly ball to Tihan. That is an out. That is a sacrifice play there. And the base runner scores. And just like that, the Twins cut the lead in half. 2 runs scored so far in this inning, and that's going to bring up Justin Monroe. Monroe is 0 for 2 with a strikeout. Here's the pitch. And that's going to be 2-5, question mark, 2, double star on a 1-13. That is a 2, and that is a fly ball out there to Garthwaite for out number 2. Damon Young. Young is 1 for 2 with a home run, a run, RBI. Here's the pitch. 2-4 at the ballpark. We're going to go to the Metrodome for this play. 4-4, ground ball to Calypso. And that retires the side. 2 runs, 2 hits, no errors. After 6, Kansas City 6, Minnesota 3. We go to the top of the 7th. It's going to be Mark Tihan and Jose Do up. Real quick, we didn't take a look here at the stats for Hernandez. Hernandez went 5 innings, allowed 10 hits, 6 runs, 5 of them earned runs, 2 strikeouts, 1 home run. Leaves the game with an ERA of 5.72. Juan Raycon right now can face 1 more batter, so they are going to leave him in. He's going to face Mark, and Jose. Here's the pitch to Mark Gunzelek. He's 2 for 3. The pitch. 2-6. That's a strikeout. 6. The 10 too high. 2-6. Power hit to Gomez. On an 11. That's a fly ball out, and Gomez going all the way back to the wall to make that play. Out number 1, Mark Tihan up. Tihan, 3 for 3 on the day with a home run, a run, and 3 RBIs. 4-5, that is a walk plus. That's a 15. That's a 2, and they walk Mark. All right, next up is Jose Guillen. As 1 for 3 on the day with a double. Strategy rolls a 15. Infield going to double play depth. Here's the pitch. 6-4 blank. 1-1. Double star 5. Ground ball to Everett. And that's a double play. Sing Take Me Out to the Ball Game. All right, let's take a look at the box score of this game so far. Kansas City scored 6 runs in the 5th inning. Minnesota scored 1 in the 2nd inning. They came back to score 2 in the 6th to cut the lead in half. So it's 3 runs on 4 hits with 1 error committed. Kansas City, no errors yet. No errors committed in this game. So they do leave none left on. So no runs, no hits, no errors. We go to the bottom of the 7th. It's going to be Jason, Craig, and Mike due up. Gil can face 3 more batters. Here's the pitch to Jason Kubel. They're all going to leave him in. So this is probably going to be his last inning. 4-4. That's a walk. 5-16. Too high. 3-2. Fly ball to Tien. Out number 1. Craig Monroe, who's 0 for 2. Here's the pitch. 6-6 range play. 5-3 ground ball to Gordon. Gordon's range is on a 1-3. That's a 4. And that's going to be a single for Craig. So Craig is on with a single. Strategy rolls an 11. So the Twins are going to hold off on Strat. Here's the pitch. Mike Lamb is 0 for 2 on the day. Infield coming into double play depth. That's going to be 5-2 at the ballpark. We're going to go to the Metrodome. 6-1, double star 3, fly ball to Gillian. Out number 2, and that's going to bring up Adam Everett. Gil Matchy now tired, but they are going to let him finish this inning. He just needs 1 more out. There's the pitch to Adam Everett. Everett is 0 for 2 in the day with a strikeout. Strategy rolls a 15. And that's going to be 6-3. That's a strikeout. That's a 5. That's a 5. Struck him out. So no runs, 1 hit, no errors, and 1 left on as the Twins leave 1 stranded. After 7, it's Kansas City 6, Minnesota 3. We go to the top of the 8th. It's Billy Butler, Alex Gordon, and Miguel due up for the Royals, and that's going to do it for Ron Raincorn. We have a right, left, right coming up. So they're going to bring in Jesse Crane. Actually, they're going to bring in Pat Nesek to come in. First time we're seeing, no, we've seen him. He's had 1 inning pitched and had 1 strikeout. No ERA. Take a look at the stats here for Ron Raincorn. Raincorn went 2 innings, allowed 2 walks. ERA of 12.16. All right, here's the pitch to Billy Butler. Butler is 0 for 3 on the day. And that's going to be a 4-4. That's going to be a walk. 68 too high. No walk there. 5-5, and that is going to be a ground ball to Everett. Out number 1. Alex Gordon, 1 for 3 on the day with a run scored. Here's the pitch. That's going to be a 4-2 range play. 6-2, single to Gomez. Gomez's range is on a 1-4. That's a 4, and he takes the hit away. with that. Next up, Miguel. Miguel is 0 for 3 on the day with a strikeout. Here's the pitch. 2 outs. 4-1, strikeout 16. That's a 4. Struck him out. So no runs, no hits, no errors. We go to the bottom of the 8th. It's going to be Carlos Gomez, Matt Tolbert, and Joey Manuel due up for the Twins. That's going to do it for Gil. We are ahead. So we have a right switch left coming up. So they're going to bring in Ron Mayhay to pitch. Ron Mayhay, first time we're seeing him in this replay. He has 5 wins, no losses, no saves, a 3.48 ERA, 64 and 2/3 innings pitched, allowed 61 hits, 49 strikeouts, and 29 walks. Taking a look at the stats here for Gil. Gil went 7 innings, allowed 5 hits, 3 runs, 3 earned runs, 1 walk, 5 strikeouts, 1 home run, and 1 wild pitch. Leaves the game with an ERA of 6.0. So he's going to face the top of the order, Carlos, Matt, and Joe. Here's the pitch to Carlos. Carlos is 1 for 3 on the day. 3-1, strikeout 12. That's an 8. Struck him out. 1 out, and that's going to bring up Matt Tolbert. Tolbert is 1 for 3 on the day with a double, a run, and an RBI. Here's the second baseman, 2-5, blank. And that's going to be a 3-6. Pop up to third for out number 2. Joey Manor up, 1 for 2 in the day with a triple. Struck out in an RBI. Here's the pitch to Joey. To Joe Manor. 6-1, walk, 7, 8 too high. 6-1, double to Tejan. And Joey Manor is on with a double, and that's going to bring up Justin Monroe. Justin is 0 for 3 on the day with a strikeout. Here's the pitch. And that is going to be a 4-5. Walk plus 12. That's an 8, and they walk Justin. 2 outs, runners on first and second, and that's going to bring up Damon Young. Here's the pitch. 1-2. That is a walk to the 7-2 high. 6-3. Ground ball to third. And that retires the side. The Twins leave 2 stranded. No runs, 1 hit, no errors. After 8, it's Kansas City 6, Minnesota 3. But will we see some 9th inning magic? Pat Neshek is going to be done. And with that, they're going to bring in Joe Nathan. Joe Nathan, we've seen him, we have not seen him yet. No runs, 1 win, 2 losses, a 39 saves, a 1.33 ERA, 67.23 innings pitched, allowed 43 hits, 74 strikeouts, and 14 walks. We're also making some other changes here to the lineup. Justin Monroe comes out at first, and that is going to be Brian Butcher to come in. And at third base, that is going to be Howie Clark will come in at third. Kubel will also be replaced. They're going to go with Denard Spahn. Take over there. So that's the lineup right now. So he's going to face Ross, Albert, and Joey. Here's the pitch. Real quick before we take care of that, let's take a look here at the stats here for Pat Nesick. Nesick went 1 inning, had 1 strikeout, no ERA. Taking a look at the box score, as we always do before we head to the 9th inning. Nothing scored in the 8th inning there, but Kansas City is holding on to a 3-run lead. They scored 6 runs in the 5th. Minnesota scored in the 2nd and in the 6th to cut that lead to 3. So here's the pitch to Ross. Ross is 0 for 3. He is a left-handed. They're not going to let him take this hit. Instead, Esteban German comes in to pitch to take the hit. German batting a .500. Here's the pitch. Joe Nathan has a special K rating. 1-2, wild pitch. We're going to re-roll those bones. And that's going to be 3-2. 3-2 is a blank. On the D20, that's a 12. That's outside of the range of the special K. 5-3. Ground ball to first for out number 1. Here's Albert Calypso, the switch hitter. Calypso is 1 for 2 of the day with a walk and a run scored. Here's the pitch. 1 away. 5-2. Double star, fly ball to Young. Out number 2. Here's Joey Garthwaite. Garthwaite, the center fielder. They are going to let him pitch. He's 2 for 4 in the day. Here's the pitch with a run and 2 RBIs. Joey Garthwaite. 3-6. That is going to be a walk to the 15 too high. 15 outside of the range of the special K. 1-4. Double star 5. Fly ball to Young. And that retires the side. So for first base, they're going to move they're going to bring in Jason Smith. I was trying to bring Tehan down, Butler to take over at first on that. So no runs, no hits, no errors. Gillian is also going to come out at right field, and they're going to bring in Mitch Mater. Ron Mayhay is going to come out. They're going to bring in their main guy, Joachim Sora, to close out for the save here. 2 wins, 3 losses, 42 saves, a 1.16 ERA, 67.13 innings pitched. Allow 39 hits, 66 strikeouts, and 18 walks. All right, here's the pitch. He's going to face Denard Spahn, Craig Monroe, and Howie Clark. Denard Spahn, 3-2 at the ballpark. That's a 4. That's a strikeout. 1 out, and that's going to bring up Craig Monroe. Monroe, 1 for 3. Here's the pitch. And that's going to be 4-6. That's going to be a blank. 6-6. 19 outside of the range of the Special K. 6-6. Fly ball to Garthwaite. Out number 2. Howie Clark. Crowd out. The Twins are down to the last out, and here comes Howie Clark. They're going to let him take this hit. 3-2 at the ballpark. That's a 5, and they struck him out. And that's the game, and Kansas City wins 6-3. Final line score coming right up. Kansas City pulling out a win over Minnesota here. That gives them their first win, drops Minnesota down to 1-5. Kansas City 6 runs on 10 hits, no errors. Minnesota 3 runs on 6 hits, 1 error. Your winning pitcher is Gil Mache. Losing pitcher, Gil Mache goes to 101. Hernandez goes to 0-2. And Soria picks up his first save of the season. Mark Teahen hits a home run, as well as Damon Young gets their first home runs of the game. And let's take a look here at the stats of the pitchers. Gil Mache gets his first win. He won 7 innings, allowed 5 hits, 3 runs, 3 earned runs, 1 walk, 5 strikeouts, 1 home run, 1 wild pitch ERA of a 6.0. Hernandez picks up his second loss, had 5 innings pitched, allowed 10 hits, 6 runs, 5 of them earned runs, 2 strikeouts, 1 home run, ERA of 5.72. Joakim Sora picks up the save and went 1 inning, allowed 2 hits. So that is going to do it for us here at the Metrodome. If you enjoyed the video, please give it a thumbs up on your way through the turnstile. And until next time, this is Scoonie 007. We'll see you for another exciting game in the 2008 replay with Inside Pitch. Until then, take care, everyone. Bye.